Stories. Welcome to the next in the series of short programs about issues relating to falls and staying on your feet. In this program you'll hear several short stories about people's experience of falling and fall related issues. At the end of this program you're invited to discuss some of the issues raised. Dealing with falling number 1. In the following excerpt, Robert, a 79-year-old man, recounts his falls.
I didn't admit it to anyone at first, not even myself. 1 minute I was up, next minute down, so I'd get myself up as quick as I could. No warning, strange. First time Maggie'd sent me to Kelly's for potatoes. Straight across our green, across the road and into Kelly's. On the way back, like I said, 1 minute walking across the green, the next sprawled on the ground with the bag and the potatoes thrown across from me. Told myself it was just one of them things. But then I tripped down the last 2 stairs at home and that scared me. Maggie came running. I was fine, thank God, on my knees. Miracle really, shook all right. That's when I said, I'll get this checked, and I did, and the doctor was marvellous. And I went to that clinic at St. James's and they said something about my blood pressure dropping and they sorted me. Honest to God, best thing.
Getting exercise. In this next excerpt, Imelda, a 73-year-old woman, recounts her efforts to improve her fitness.
I used to mind my grandson when my daughter went to work. He started walking proper about a year ago, and to be honest, I just wasn't able to keep up with him. I suppose if I was 10 years younger, I wouldn't have had the same difficulty. But anyway, my friend Anne and I started an exercise class we were put in touch with through the active retirement. We have been going every Tuesday and Thursday for about 6 months now, I'd say. It was good because we did lots of stretches and they said only to do what you feel able to do. The last few weeks, since the start of the summer really, Anne and myself and a few others from the class have been going on walks on Saturday, and each week we try and push ourselves to walk a little further. I definitely find I have more energy. I've even started doing a bit of gardening again. I used to love it, but I sprained my ankle 5 years ago and just didn't really feel up to it.
Dealing with falling number 2. John, an 80-year-old man, is speaking.
We had a bathroom just off the kitchen. Had that put in years ago, and it was a big deep bath, and we had a shower put over it. And there I was in the bath, having the shower, and mind the water wasn't on. I was standing using the towel across my back, and didn't I lose my balance or something and fall out of the bath? Hard to tell you, but sort of crashed up near the door, which of course was locked. Mary heard the crash from the kitchen, and she came running, shoving the door and shouting.
John, are you all right?
I was pretty winded from the fall and couldn't reach up to the lock on the door, so Mary ran to get the next door neighbour. By the time they got back, I managed to reach up and open the lock. I opened the door and there I was on the floor, starkers and mortified. Anyway, they got the ambulance and I was okay, just badly bruised and shaken. And then the neighbours said we could get a grant from the council. The hospital got us a social worker. She was really good, helped with the forms, and now I've got this walk-in shower and rails on either side. We like it. Don't miss the old bath.
Attitudes to getting older. Reported speech. An 82-year-old woman who lives alone and who has suffered falls both inside and outside of her home for at least 2 years. She has arthritic knees and hips, walks with some difficulty with a stick, and is nervous of going out on her own. While a neighbour offers help, unintentionally this may deepen a sense of frustration of being dependent on the goodwill of others.
Well now, that neighbour, she'll walk me to mass, but I don't know. She hangs on to me like she's carting me there, and she's so, aren't you great? Look at you. And I'm fair wanting to give out at her, hanging on to me so tight that I'm all bothered and feel I'm being a nuisance. And then she's telling me, aren't I great? Like I should be gone or I'm a museum piece.